Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Now, Humza yousaf, a man who is forever opening his mouth and saying very, very stupid things, has, just for a change, opened his mouth and said something very, very stupid. Because he's saying, and he's boasting about this, that he's saying that higher benefits are bringing people to Scotland. But he can't say how many are boosting the economy. He's going, all these people are welcome to Scotland because we got the best benefits. Look, benefits are great in Scotland. Come to Scotland. Now, of course, that benefit has to be paid for. He wants independence and then he wants good benefits. It means the 14 people in the whole of Scotland that actually are doing the work to pay the tax will have to pay a little bit more tax. The man's a moron. Why would you even sit there and boast that your benefits are good? Immigration is fine if the people coming in are highly skilled, highly trained, highly qualified, highly educated, people who are going to bring with them the sorts of skills that people need to invest in words and create work and grow the economy. They're exactly the sort of immigrants you want. What you don't want are the feckless, the work shy, those who are too stupid or uneducated to get any job. And, just simply by being there will be costing Scotland even more money because they will never be productive. The man is an idiot. Here goes. Now, everyone keeps saying how economically illiterate Humza yousaf is, and this is just an example. But, of course, he's going on about bringing people in and that. Oh, look, and we've got all these great benefits. We need to get these people in. But he doesn't mean, generally anyone. He's not looking at, say, Ukrainians or Polish people. Oh, no. He's not looking for those kind of immigrants. He's looking for a different kind of immigrant. People who are rather like him. People from faraway, dusky lands. They're the people he wants to come in because he doesn't want any more white people coming in. No. He doesn't like white people, does he? We know he hates white people. So he wants to make Scotland less white. And that's why he's saying, look at our benefit system. They're so good. Please come to Scotland. But only certain people. Anyway, the SNP boasts that higher benefits bring people to Scotland, but can't say how many are boosting the economy. First Minister Humza yousaf has hinted that he wanted to adopt even more progressive taxation, which would see wealthier Scots pay even more income tax, widening the tax gap between Scotland and England, and driving the very wealthy Scots south of the border, because they're not going to hang around and get taxed increasingly more just to pay for people being brought in to sit on the dole and to suck the lifeblood out of a country. Scotland has got a problem, and the problem is it's being run by people who want to destroy Scotland. The Scottish Government boasted that higher benefits is how they would attract more people to live in Scotland, but admitted they could not track whether these migrants are beneficial to the economy. Here's the clue. If they need to come and go straight on to benefits, they're not benefiting the country. They're sucking. They're succubi. They are vampires. They're economic migrants, taking the very lifeblood from the country and from the economy. They're not adding anything, are they? But except for the one thing that you think is important, Humza yousaf, they're adding a little bit of colour. Currently, Scots earning more than £28,000 pay more in tax than their counterparts in England, Wales and Northern Ireland. And with this gap potentially widening at the next Scottish budget. For example, someone on £50,000 will pay £1,550 more tax in Scotland than the rest of the UK, and someone on £150,000 will pay £3,900 more. Humza yousaf was reported to be considering progressive taxation, which would see those who earn more also paying more, and hinted that more income tax rises could be on the way to pay for the £1 billion budget black hole. That was the last time they counted. It's way over £1 billion now. Now, of course, once you go Laffer curving it, which he's never heard of because he's an economic moron, you'll realise that as you increase rates of taxation, your tax take reduces. This has been seen time and time again. And if you truly want to earn a lot of money in tax, you have to reduce the rate of tax. It's counterintuitive, I know. But basically, the higher the rate of the tax is, the more people the harder people will work to ensure they don't pay it. And so they invest in tax efficient schemes. They will move their money around here and there and everywhere. They'll shift responsibilities. Now, it's easy enough for business owners. A business owner in Scotland, all he has to do is open up a new business in England, transfer all the work to the new business, which is registered in England and pays the tax at the English rates. All the work can actually physically take place in Scotland. There's nothing stopping that happening. But it just means when he does his tax return, he's being taxed in England. And of course, when he's doing his pay slips, he's doing English pay. So the workers will be benefiting because they won't be paying as much in tax. He's benefiting because he's not paying as much in tax. And the Scottish economy won't benefit because the tax isn't going into Scotland. But hey, you don't need to be a genius to work that out. And that's fortunate because Humza Yousaf is in no way a genius. But you only need to see, a modicum of intelligence and you'll see that's exactly what will happen. And unfortunately, you've hit the level there. Even a modicum of intelligence is way more than Humza Yousaf is in possession of. Anyway, the Scottish Daily Express can reveal that the government actually boasted that their different benefit system, which includes a child payment and free buses to those under 22, was attracting more people to living in the country. It is a briefing note prepared for ministers. An official wrote, people from the rest of the UK are coming to Scotland, not leaving it. With over 45,000 people of working age came to Scotland in 2021 with net in-migration. I think in-migration, they mean by that immigration, but of course they don't like the word immigration because people immediately think of people like Humza Yousaf, don't they? Anyway, just over 5,000. In Scotland, they have access to a wide range of social security payments and public services that go significantly beyond what is provided in other parts of the UK, including free prescriptions and free higher education. Oh, really? So all these people are going up there to do that. So the people who are actually earning the money and paying the tax are really pleased with this, are they? They're really pleased that they're being taxed ever-increasing amounts to help pay for these feckless people coming up to sit on the dole because they're on benefits? It's unbelievable, isn't it? In the same briefing, officials admitted they could not track whether these 45,000 people would boost the overall tax uptake in the country, meaning migrants could arrive just to claim benefits and not find a job. Well, colour me surprised. Does anyone think that's not going to be the case? Does anyone think that these migrants, which are just going to come and sit on the dole, are going to be productive and produce in anything and pay tax in any way? Or do you think they're just going to sit there and suck? They are literally parasites. Why do people want to pay tax in Scotland if that's what's going to happen? It will drive all the money away. But of course, Mr. Brains Trust doesn't see that, does he? Over the last 5 years, nearly 7,000 working-age people have moved from the rest of the UK to Scotland on average every year. However, it should be noted that the available statistics do not provide any insight into migration by level of income. It just says that they're working age. It doesn't say that they're working. There's a difference. They just go up north, sit there on the dole, thank you very much, take the money, get me free prescriptions, get me free child education, get me free this and this, and the poor sods that are working and paying the tax will pay for it. I'm not, sitting on the dole, lovely. It's morons, isn't it? It's absolutely moronic. Anyway, other insights from the government, including the largest number of people coming from the rest of the UK to Scotland are aged between 19 and 36, with the outmigration, or emigration as we like to call it, also following a similar pattern. Fears were also raised that if the First Minister went ahead with income tax rises, then it would lead to a small number of high-value taxpayers leaving Scotland, and this would result in a loss of all their tax receipts. This happened in Norway. Norway, all the billionaires, there's not a single billionaire left in Norway. All of them moved out. Every single one. Norway put these big taxes up, saying, oh, we need the money, taxes up, boom. And the money went, boom, next plane. Out they went, took their money with them. Norway's tax take plummeted. It fell by over 50%. They thought they were being clever and raising money, and they watched as the country went, boom, literally overnight. 72 hours. 72 hours, I believe it was, and every billionaire had moved their money out of Norway and had gone. They all moved to places like, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Cayman Isles, wherever you like. Anyway, SNP rivals have long called on the party to stop hiking up tax and instead to cut it to allow for economic growth to prosper. Scottish Tory leader Douglas Ross claimed he would put Scotland on par with England if he became First Minister. Not a chance of that, I'm afraid, Douglas. Nice idea in principle, never going to happen. And a government official actually called on the opposition to put their case across for less taxes. They wrote, it is for others to explain how cutting taxes and running down our vital public services would make Scotland a more attractive place to work, live, study or do business. Again, this is people who have no idea at all on how tax works. If you have lower taxes, people are willing to work more because they're going to get more of that money back. It increases and grows the economy. They are willing to take people on because they've got the cash available to take people on because they're not paying high monies in taxes. So they've got the spare money and the capacity. They take more people on, more people working, generating more tax. And so up the tax take goes, spread across more people. Laffer curve. Go look it up and then stop making stupid statements, you stupid people. Anyway, I'm rounding off and I'm coming up. You know, nobody should be surprised, of course, that they make these stupid statements because they are all incredibly dumb. None of them have ever studied even basic economics. None of them understand how economies work. None of them understand how taxes work. And none of them understand human nature. And it's one of those things, and it was a truism said to me, I must have been about 17 or 18 years of age. I was doing a class in economics. I got a qualification in economics. It's only an A level, nothing much. But I was at college doing that, and this teacher, and he said to me, and something that stuck with me for the rest of my life. And he said the basic truism of economics is when politics meets economics, economics always wins. And it's down to human nature. You can push what you like through on a policy or a politics, political we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. But people are far cleverer than politicians think, and they will always do what they can to preserve what they have, to preserve their wealth, to preserve their income, to preserve, and husband their resources. And of course, it's all to do with economics, and this is always the case. And that is why economics always beats politics. Because often politics are decided by very, very stupid people. QED, what's just going on? Unbelievable, isn't it? Sadly, it's not. Sadly, it's all too believable because they're all morons. Anyway, I shall stop there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this has been entertaining, educational, informative, wonderful. Certainly hope it's been worth you hitting that subscribe button if you're yet to hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell and leave a like. Till next time, stay safe, stay well, and make sure you know exactly which side of the bread you are buttering. Never Humzas. Never, ever Humzas. Bye.